So they'll come back to see the green flag this time by Hopkins on the front row. Vallone on the outside, green flag flies. We're off and racing. Hopkins does a good job at jumping out to the lead. Vallone settles into second, but he's getting a challenge from behind in third. Jimmy Hayden trying to bring the fight to him. They're 3 wide into 1, Doogie.
3 wide. Slide job. Chase Jones all the way from 6th to 2nd.
Boy, A.J. Hopkins has just gotten out and has a country mile lead, don't you think?
I think he's in another zip code.
Wow, is that correct? Chase Jones up to P2 already. Tucker Klossmeyer up to 3rd. Joseph Vallone down to 4th. Tony Wilson P5. And Jimmy Hayden sitting in the 6th position. This one's going to be over before it begins.
Chase Jones tracking down A.J. Hopkins.
Yeah, in fact, Chase Jones is starting to reel in the leader. A.J. Hopkins, 7.384. He's the quickest driver on the track, goes quicker again, 7.358. Chase is there on the back bumper of race leader. A.J. Hopkins waiting to see the white flag. There it is. Does Jones have enough time, Doogie?
He's looking to make the move right here. He's to the inside.
Oh, but he respects him. He respects him.
Pull that helmet off, and I got to say, Herget Realty has got to be really impressed. Had a rough go of it the last few weeks. You show up here, first heat race, and you win the thing. Talk to me about the racetrack.
Oh, no. I mean, it's pretty good. My probably first time here, so it's, you know, draw 1. I've never drawn a 1 in my life, so that's a good start.
So Ryan Herget Realty reached out to you to operate this machine, the number 9, here for week number 6. How pumped were you about that?
Yeah, no, it's cool. I've been wanting to come and, you know, finally get to come out here and do it. It's going to be really good. And you guys have put on a good show, and we've watched it on Facebook every week. So come out here and race with all these guys. It's pretty awesome.
So Paul Bunyan and Terry White bringing him out of the final corner. Jason Burgess, green flag in the air. We're racing as Paul jumps out with a hole shot, and then they're getting already side by side, coming out of 2 down the back straightaway. It's going to be the 4th place starter. Is that Audie into 2nd?
No, Audie's back there in 5th. We got McDougal from 5th into 2nd, and we got the 3 of Jason Myers now sliding back. McDougal up to 2nd, right behind Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, it was Jason Myers, the driver in the number 3, who started P3, who's fighting hard right now for the 4th position, as this is live coverage of heat number 2 on night number 6. Paul Bunyan leads, McDougal up to 2nd, Paccioni and Myers having a good go of it now. Actually, Myers has slipped back a little bit, so that should put Paccioni solidly in 3rd place. He just clicked off the fastest lap. Now that honor belongs to Jason McDougal, 7.390. Myers in 4th, Audie in 5th, Terry White in 6th. But wow, Paul Bunyan really making some hay in the 39, Jake.
I'll tell you what, Bunyan's looking really good out there, but he's got that 69 of Jason McDougal running him down. Josh Paccioni, real strong A-main contender last week. They're going to run him down, but we're getting the white flag this time by from Chief Starter Jason Burgess, and here it is.
Yep, white flag in the air. 1 lap to go as Paul Bunyan trying to keep Doogie behind him. Doogie lays down a purple lap. Does he have enough? No, he doesn't have enough time.
Paul Bunyan went out there, hacked a little bit of wood, brought home the W here for the Swindell Speedlab machine. Talk to me about that one.
That was pretty easy. I'm like veneer against a bunch of pallet wood out here.
Oh, Paul Bunyan.
So again, it's Trey Osborne and Colin Markle on the front row. Heat race number 3 coming to the green flag. It's in the air, and we're racing. Colin Markle tries to survive on the high side. He does a great job of it as he goes from the top to the bottom, trying to fight for the top spot, but he's not able to take over the lead. It is instead the pole sitter, Trey Osborne, who leads the way here, Jake. But I'll tell you what, 2nd place starter, Colin Markle, not taking it easy. He's through to the lead.
Yeah, it's Colin Markle there with a slide job coming off turn 2, but don't look now, Tony. Here comes the 5th starter of Logan Seavey. I told you to look for that last row. Seavey's running him down. He's right there on the back bumper with about 4 laps in here.
I'll tell you what, as Kevin Swindell, my man, would say, Logan Seavey's out there right now making moves, not faking moves. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, and Seavey just went to the lead there. Colin Markle looked left, Seavey looked right, and then Seavey drove back down underneath him. Seavey's pulled out to about a half a card advantage going down the backstretch. I don't think anybody's got anything for him.
Boy, the front three are really in a league of their own. Logan Seavey just laid down the quickest lap of the night, a 7.237. Colin Markle in second. Trey Osborne trying to wear off his back bumper in third. Then in fourth, it's Isaac Johnson, Alex Nalen, and Ava Davidson. Round out your field. Jake, only a few laps left in this one.
Here we go, got the white flag coming out for Logan Seavey. He's got about a half a straightaway advantage over Colin Markle and Trey Osborne there in third. And Seavey off for turn 4 wins heat number 3 here tonight.
You want to talk about a guy with a plan. Logan Seavey, first off, awesome job there. Talk to us what it's like to have your sponsor, Tank Investments, here tonight to see you win a heat race.
Yeah, it's really cool. You know, just running this whole deal is a lot of fun. And then, you know, didn't run too good last week, and you know, the boss had to come in, sponsor the event, and show up and put some pressure on me. And luckily, the first half of the day is done. So that's a good start, and hopefully we can keep it up in the qualifier.
So a couple guys saying the track's not real racy, you can't pass. You just went 5th to 1st, man. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely you know, a few tricks that you can find a little bit extra speed, and I think that's why you see a lot of the same guys in the feature every week. You know, there's just a few tricks that I think, you know, the guys that race a lot are able to figure out about the race cars, and you know, find the extra speed in the track that, you know, the extra half tenth or tenth you need every lap that you know, gets you to not only catch people but also pass them. So you know, there's a few things that, like I said, a few things that you know, we can find and see in the racetrack, but you know, this place is racy every week, whether it's on the top or bottom or whatever they do to the racetrack. So it's just fun to come out here on Tuesdays and have fun.
I'll tell you what, it's good to see our presenting sponsor tonight, Rick Young, here in the Rams Racing entry, starting in 6th. Let's see if he can drive her up to the front here.
Rick Young using the old fallback and let them sort themselves out strategy. He's in the 6th position now, but working heavily. He's already picked up one position that should be on the driver that started on the inside of that row with him, Kevin Thomas Jr. Yeah, so Rick Young already going 3 wide. Rick Young in the middle. He says, I ain't scared of nothing, as he stuffs it in the middle on the inside. But meanwhile, up front, Jake, Clinton Boyles, wearing that red number 1, currently runs in P1.
I can tell you what, Clint Boyles came in tonight and we said, Clint, you need to have a bad night tonight, kind of even up the points. And he said, not going to have it. I'm going to go for the 3-peat, try to win 3 straight. I tell you what, he's rolling right here. He's really figured out the track. He's going to be tough to beat again tonight, Tony.
Oh, Kevin Thomas Jr. getting a little physical with the 40, yeah, that's the 40 of Skylar Brown right in front of him. And watch out, the crew of Rick Young needs to let him know his number panel's starting to come off. He's going so fast out there.
I'll tell you what, Rick's about to get lapped by one of his own drivers. Clinton Boyles drove the old Rockwell Security Rams Racing Jeremy Bennett ride there at Chili Bowl, and there he goes, just gets lapped by one of his own drivers, and Clinton Boyles is taking the checkered flag here for the win in heat race number 4.
So Clinton Boyles rocking the red number 1 once again here in week 6, picked off an easy heat race. Well, not necessarily easy, he had to do some work, but what was more fun, winning the heat race or your Chili Bowl car owner handing him a lap down and waving to give him a little courtesy wave?
Yeah, I was trying really hard to get to him to give him a little courtesy wave there. That was super cool, and I can't thank Rick and Jeff for coming on as a sponsor tonight. It's super cool to have them out here hanging out with us, and hopefully I can beat that Tank Investments driver tonight.
In Indianapolis, Indiana. Heat number 5 is Matt Allen and Shane Cohen on the front row. Green flag in the air. Oh boy, it's a log jam up front, and now it's actually 3rd place starter Jeff Gerline going to the front. Boy, they sure locked him up getting down into 1, Jake.
I'll tell you what, Tony, we had all 6 carts pointing right here at the booth. I was getting pretty scared. I was about to jump off here, but I'm glad they got it straightened out. Jeff Gerline in the 4th different helmet in 6 weeks is out to the early lead. Brenton Marvel there in the 21s catching him though, Tony.
Wow, Brenton Marvel really trying to make that inside line work. Continues to just chip away, even if it includes hitting the barriers down on the inside. Now it's the 22 of Jared Howard, and Howerton to the lead as 2nd place gets contested between Gerline and Marvel. They're beating the doors off of each other, and Jake, these go-karts don't even have doors.
I tell you what, Howerton out to that lead, and Marvel came in and hit Gerline so hard his number plate flew off. Glad that old Clint Boyles got out there, got it for us. Looks like nobody's going to be able to catch Howerton, but the race is back here for 3rd. It'll be interesting how this finishes out.
This is great racing for the 2nd position. Marvel down to the inside in 3 and 4. That puts Gerline up on the high side. Marvel gets the position, so Marvel now to the 2nd position as the white flag waves over the leader, number 22, Jared Howerton. And by the time the last car sees the white flag, Howerton sees the checkered. Heat 5 is done, and Howerton scores the win. Jared Howerton, thanks for paying attention,
yes,
Chris.
Yes, glad you're back, sir.
Sorry, I was in a meeting. Jared Howerton winner here. think it was heat race number 5. Man, a little resurgence this week. I mean, how was it at home after this last week after you beat your dad?
Just a lot of trash talking. Yeah.
Why didn't he run tonight? Was he scared?
His ribs might be a little sore. Never know.
How's the racetrack?
Sticky.
Think you got something for the A-main tonight?
Hopefully. It's a little bit of luck.
I wonder why. Maybe the hot and readies from Little Caesars had something to do with that. Meanwhile, back on track, it's Weintraut and Busch. The front row, green flag flies. Weintraut gets busy early, right off the start. He's got the lead, but he's got someone right in his left rear as they go side by side across the start-finish line. New leader this time, it's the number 20 of Jason Setzer.
I'll tell you what, going through 1 and 2 there, that was about as rough as we've seen it tonight. And the number 20 of Jason Setzer is taken up. We got Weintraut from 1st to 5th. I'll tell you what, he can't find himself out there, Tony.
I'll tell you who can't find themselves right now. Keep an eye on this number 64, Mike Coop. He's really trying to dime into the corners, and now he just runs 5th place James Weintraut right up the track. So that's going to put Coop now to 5th, but Weintraut ain't going to stand for it.
I'll tell you what, we better have some security down there with Weintraut and Coop. Coop's eyeing him, then he throws the old dirty slider on Weintraut. Weintraut's none too happy down there. This could get interesting.
A little bit of a hip check, and that's racing for the 6th position. But look out, because right behind him, here comes the race leader, number 20 of Jason Setzer. He just laid down the fast lap, 7.518, but it's going to slow down quite a bit here because he's got traffic in front of him, and they just cleared that mess, but now they're racing. Oh, boy.
Oh. Who else but Weintraut and Coop? I tell you what, they are all over each other all the time, and we just saw the checkered flag out there.
So Jason Setzer down here, that's a heat race victory. What do you think?
That's pretty fun. I guess I made a few of them mad. I guess they don't like it when you get your nose underneath of them and you go on in. So.
What did the race director have to say?
Yeah, he was the same way. He didn't like that, so.
Hey, let's just pray for the circulation on that young man's head. Green flag flies, and Hot Dog Man, brings him down the back straightaway in the lead.
Tell you what, Mike McKinney gets caught up here in the back. Hot Dog's out to early lead. Johnny O'Keefe in 2nd. And we got the 18 of Chad Layton in 3rd.
Boy, Mike McKinney already starting to pick him off. He was 6th, now he's 5th, now he's 4th, as he's going to go to work on the 3rd place driver, Sean Burkle. McKinney right there finds himself in the hornet's nest as he continues to chip away on 3rd. But meanwhile, up front, Austin Wenrich continues to get the signals from his crew while Johnny O'Keefe hot on his tracks, Jake.
They're getting him the old bun length of the foot long. That's the only thing he knows. Looks like he's out that early lead here.
Jake Brown, you are a treasure, and we don't deserve you. Only a few laps left to go in this one. Wenrich is really trying to stay out in front. Meanwhile, Chad Layton, your quickest driver on the go-kart track, a number 18, lays down a 7.041. Let's check in here on McKinney. Can he get 3rd place away from Sean Burkle? They're coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Wenrich down the back straightaway. Wenrich into 3 and 4. Wenrich to the line. He scores the win here tonight in the final heat race.
How did the Hot Dogs man's head fit inside Kevin Thomas Jr.'s helmet? And 2, why are you wearing it?
I just had to put some speed back in it. I don't know, just felt good there, and I'm honored to wear that helmet. And it does fit. It's not too bad.
So talk to us about the racetrack. I mean, it's pretty easy for you there. Green to checkered, wire to wire. That's going to send you to the qualifiers for sure.
Well, we found something last week that really helped. We're on reverse split now this week, so kind of freed me up. And track's really good tonight, so hopefully I can make it through my qualifier. That's been my struggle.
But we will see how it goes this time by. 2nd attempt at the start. This time it's good. Green flag in the air. Logan Seavey drives away to the big race lead. All right, so here we go. Attempt number 3 at the start, and this time it's good. We're off and racing. Seavey and McDougall doing battle. Up at the front, McDougall's already got some company in that left rear corner. Is that McKinney? Yes, it is. The young man who frequents the Vroom Room about 4 times a week, now up to 2nd.
I'll tell you what, the most eligible bachelor found him somebody, and we haven't seen this much speed out of McKinney in a long time. He's really got that spark behind him, but he just gets a wheelie off of turn 4. Oh, and that whole sentence, he went from second to fifth, Tony. We need to stop talking about him.
McKinney's getting more roughed up out there on the track than he gets roughed up on Tinder. This is awful.
I'll tell you what, Logan Seavey is out to half-track lead. We got A.J. Hopkins in second. McKinney's recovered to third, but I don't think anybody's going to be able to catch that 2 car.
No, Logan Seavey is rolling.
Hold on, wait. We got McDougal on this 69 is stopped here on the start-finish line.
Oh, my.
Looks like McDougal's got some technical issues.
Oh, my. We're getting ready to go once again with another restart. Jason Burgess waves the green flag in the air. Mike McKinney picking the high side. No, I'm sorry, that's not McKinney.
A.J. Hopkins there, Tony.
I apologize.
McKinney does put him in the wall, though. McKinney up to second. Seavey out to the early lead. Seavey's once again pulling away. Jason Burgess grabs the white flag here. We got 2 laps to go. Seavey rounding 4 will take the white flag. Take her away, Tony.
1 lap to go for the young man in the number 2. He's got Rick Young and Jeff Taylor cheering him on to victory. Out of 3 and 4 on the high side. It's the fast side.
So earplugs out. Tilt tank investment hat coming on. Logan Seavey, qualifier number 1.
Yeah, just exactly what we need to do is tail tank investments. Rockwell Security number 2 is dilating in just like it was in that heat race. And once you start up front, as long as you don't get run into in those first couple laps and get moved up, it's just all about taking off some good laps and not getting yourself in trouble. So try to clean off the top a little bit there at the end, but hopefully we can just keep running it and bringing it in.
Do you think you got something for him later on tonight in the A-Main?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this should put us on the pole there and, go have some fun in 50 laps. That's what it's all about. Once you get to the feature, it's, no stress, just have fun. And, I think we got to, we're fast enough to win tonight, so I definitely think we'll be a contender.
Well, it looks like KTJ is definitely back there in his helmet, about a third of the size of a hot dog. But, no go here. Jason Burgess flags this thing off. Looks like Brenton Marvel got on the wall coming off turn 4. We're going to rack him and stack him here again, Tony. Tony, take us to the green.
All right, we're going to come around and see the 1 to go this time by as the USAC chief starter instructs them to line up, pair up, and pack up 2 by 2. Let's try it again here. It's going to be Jared Howerton on the inside, Brenton Marvel on the outside. Out of the final corner, green flag in the air. We're racing. That's the number 22. Boy, the 21 of Brenton Marvel would be wise to keep both hands on the steering wheel. Marvel got a shot in the back, and his instinct was to raise his hand as if to say, come on, man. But unfortunately, that one-handed strategy has not paid off as he has now slipped all the way from second to the 6th position. But up front, Jake Brown, Jared Howerton's cruising away.
Howerton looking to keep his perfect night going. It was tonight's the Conrad Group Hot Laps winner, won his heat, and he is rolling here in the second qualifier. Kevin Thomas Jr. from that 5th starting spot is in second. I don't know if KTJ is going to have enough to run him down.
Yeah, it's certainly a tall order, especially when Howerton is laying down as good a laps as he is, a 7.3 last time by to KTJ's 7.4. We'll see if KTJ's got anything for him, but Jake, I think you're right. It's too little too late.
It's going to be interesting here. Jason Burgess grabbing some flags. Jared Howerton's running into the back of lap traffic, though. KTJ may be able to catch him here. Brenton Marvel causing a real roadblock here. Howerton has hit that lap traffic. Let's see if it slows him down here.
I'll tell you what. You better keep your eye on the 0 of Johnny O'Keefe. The driver started in the 4th position. He fell as far back as 5th. He now runs 3rd on the track, and he's been running a very unconventional line. Jake, he's really just been kind of running straight down bottom across the corners, not even getting sideways, but it's worked out for him.
Here we go, and we got the checkered flag. We didn't see the white, but we got the checkered here for the 22 of Jared Howerton.
We're glad Chris is back. Chris, Jared Howerton, 22. This was qualifier number 2. It's week 6 of the season, and he's your
Sorry,
winner.
guys. I was dealing with insurance paperwork. Step on back over here. Jared Howerton, qualifier number 2 winner. Was that an exciting show or what?
Yeah, it kind of scared me at the very end.
I actually didn't watch it. Talk to me about it.
I thought I was going to get spun on the last lap by, I don't know what his name is.
But you didn't, and you won.
Yeah, it's close, but.
You got anything for him in the A-Main?
Hopefully just a little bit. It's a little secret.
We've got to get done with 2 more qualifiers. Green flag in the air, and we're racing as the number 17 of Chase Jones jumps out to an early lead. A little bit of a hanky-panky back here in the last couple of rows. Everybody gets away cleanly, though, and up front, it's Chase Jones, followed by the the heat race winner, Jason Setzer, in second. Isaac Johnson up to third. Good little fight, little three-way we've got going on back here.
I'll tell you what, Gerline's not afraid to use that nose. Gets into a little hot dog there. Colin Markle bounce out of the way. Hot dog goes from 3rd to 6th in a lap. But Chase Jones is rolling out here. He's got that clean air. He's pulled away to a straightaway lead here over the 81 of Isaac Johnson.
Yeah, Chase Jones already driving away to a pretty big lead. Chase has got his eyes set on Austin Wenrich, the 6th place kart. He'd be the first one to go a lap down if Jones can get to him. And Jones just rips off a flyer, 7.418. Jones is now caught up to the tail end of the lead pack here. He's going to go to work on Wenrich. And Jake, I think getting rid of KTJ's helmet has affected Wenrich terribly because he's not driving like himself right now. Where's the hot dog man?
I'll tell you what, there must have been actually some speed in KTJ's helmet. Proved to be pretty successful the other night at Kokomo. We got the white flag out here for Chase Jones. 1 to go. Can he pull it off? Isaac Johnson's about a half a lap behind. This is Chase Jones to lose, and off of turn 4. Chase Jones picks up the win in qualifier number 3 here.
Earlier we talked and you said that because you're able to wear your medium t-shirt again and get your muscles out and they're able to breathe, you had a good feeling about tonight.
Yeah, I had a rough couple weeks, but yeah, Bell makes a good helmet and it fits well, but these shirts are a little small, so I'm going to have to re-up on a large or something like that.
Tony, take us to the green.
Yeah, Boyle's playing head games already as he brings them down nice and slow. Green flag in the air, and we're racing as Boyles uses that snail's pace on the pace lap to snooker him. Jumps out to a 2-kart length lead already here at the end of lap number 1. We're working the 2nd circuit here around the track. We're going to check in with you and tell you timing and scoring. Paul Bunyan scored a win in his heat race. He's up to 2nd already. And boy, check out the double nickels. Tucker Klausmeyer driving for the United States Auto Club as a little farther back in the pack. That was Josh Pacciuni getting 2 for the price of 1. Pacciuni passes Austin and Slover on the exit of turn number 4. He goes from 6th up to 4th, but boy, Jake Tucker Klausmeyer goes purple, quickest kart on the track with a 7.1, and he's up to 3rd.
Tell you what, Tucker's about 3/10 faster in the field here. He's really got it figured out. Clint Boyles, smooth as silk. Paul Bunyan, smooth, but Tucker Klausmeyer's definitely found something here. Looks like Paul's going to run him down. Let's see if they hit the lap card, number 99, Greg Slover here. I think this could get interesting.
Interesting is one word to describe the racing at TNT at SIK. As the white flag is about to fly over the last 2 weeks, a main event winner, Clinton Boyles, wearing the red gloves and the white helmet. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go as Boyles paces him down into 1. Now through 2. He slides gracefully, merely scratching the backstretch wall. Out of 3 and 4. Checkered flag waves.
Should put you into another A main event. The run for 3 in a row. The clock has started, buddy. What do you think?
3 for Dale.
Talk to me about the racetrack. You're not getting away that quick. You're not cool enough to have a one-liner yet. You're just the points leader, dang it. Talk to me about the racetrack.
It's really good. It's faster than I thought it was going to be. I was kind of babying it around there like a little B word and decided I could go a little faster there and pull it away from the 39. So it's cool to have cars not drive through the back of you. David Hunt's doing a really good job at keeping that under control, and I think we're going to have a really good night of racing.
Wow, I just can't comprehend how bad of an idea this one was. Meanwhile, main event racing is now underway as Ava Davidson takes him to the green flag, leads the opening lap here. Ava getting out to an early lead, looks pretty good, Jake.
Ava's looking pretty good. She's got those checker flag Vans on. She's really working the wheel. She's rolling out there. She got about a 4-kart length lead through the first couple laps here. And she is still rolling. Her number plate has slipped sideways. But don't look now. We got the 56 of James Weintraub trying to run her down. And last week's heat race winner, Terry White, the front 3 have really separated themselves here on the back. Let's see who can kick off the $250 bonus from Brewer Custom Floors here tonight.
Well, keep an eye on James Weintraub right now, folks. He runs in the 2nd position as the leaders come by to see the crossed flags. Halfway home, pants on the ground, Jake. We're halfway home.
I'll tell you what, Ava Davidson, she is smooth. She has not missed a line through the first couple laps here. I'll tell you, I don't think Weintraub's got anything for her. Can the lady take home the I-Main win here, Tony?
I'll tell you what, I don't know about that, Jake, but do you think Ava's number plate barely hanging on upside down and sideways could be contributing to her speed.
It looks like that's causing a little bit more downforce, Tony. It moves out, adds about an extra 3 or 4 inches. That's at least 100 pounds of downforce. Checkered flag waves, and it's Ava Davidson scoring the I main event winner.
Wins the I. If she can get to the A, she has a shot at $250 cash from Brewer Custom Floors. Could be an exciting week in your house.
Yes, it could be.
Talk to us about that. You got enough in the tanks here to move on through a few more of these?
What?
Can you keep going through more mains?
I mean, we could try.
And keep an eye on the sleeper. He flew in from Kansas City. It's Rick Young on the inside of row number 2. Coming around that final corner, green flag in the air. We're racing as Tony Wilson gets a bumper from Rick Young. They fan out almost 4 wide down the back straightaway. Wilson gets a bumper in the left rear. Wilson goes right for a half spin. Wilson back to second, and it's Rick Young leading them here, Jake.
Rick Young taking the early lead. Tony Wilson diving in the corner. Rick catching right rear. Rick still leads lap 2. And Rick's going to get a little shotgun off here off turn 2. Oh, Tony Wilson's out for blood. Oh, my, we got him stacked up here on the front stretch, Tony. Rick Young looking out for the early lead.
Tony Wilson is just getting beat up, honestly, and there's no way around it. Wilson has absolutely been muscled from the lead back to the 3rd position, but my hat is off to Tony Wilson because he hasn't given up. He hasn't thrown his hands up in the air. He hasn't let the cart hit the inside barrier to bring out a red flag. Wilson has kept his foot in the gas, and he's gone from 1st to 3rd, and he's got a shot. Well, no, that's Ava Davidson in 2nd. So Wilson's got a shot at Ava right now. Only the winner will advance. That's why Ava wants to get up to the top spot.
Rick Young still looking good, but Ava's running her down. Tony Wilson, he's got a hot line here. He's gaining some speed as he goes purple on the charts. Can Tony run him down? Looks like we got a couple laps to go. Rick's looking the inside. I don't think he can hold off Ava much longer here, Tony.
You could throw a blanket all over the top 3. Wilson muscles Davidson. Whistle from 3rd now to 2nd. Wilson sets his sight on the race leader, Rick Young. White flag in the air. Can the old man from KC hold on? Meanwhile, Ava Davidson runs Tony Wilson hard into the final corner. Rick Young wins it. Davidson 2nd. Tony Wilson
took his radio kit out of his helmet because he didn't want to look like a pro. Had an asthma attack in hot laps. Played pinball wizard in his heat race. But now you've won. You're the H main. You're moving on.
Yeah, I just did that for Sophie. But I mean, my Justin Grad drives my midget for me. And he hits every damn thing in town when he races. So I thought I'd do the same.
39th birthday. The young man in the number 3 sees the green flag. We're off and racing. Up in front is Sean Burkle in the number 13, getting pushed up out of the groove early. He gets slotted from 1st back to 2nd, and it's now Trey Osborne leading him across the line to lead lap number 1. But Burkle answers right back down to the bottom. Burkle kicks him to the side with a hip check, but Osborne says, "No soup for you," comes right back to the lead, Jake.
I tell you what, Trey Osborne, he tweeted at us, said he took his anti-suck pills tonight. He's looking for a good run, and boy, Tony, it looks like he's got that cart rolling here in the G main.
He certainly does have the number 60 CRG rental cart hooked up as they make their way around the track. Osborne hip checked his way to the race lead. We'll check in now and see where Sean Burkle runs lap times wise. Should be pretty quick.
Well, Trey Osborne still holding that same lead. We got Sean Burkle. Sean may be running him down here, though. Sean's got a little bit different line. I think Trey's getting pretty comfortable on his line, but we got a hard battle for 6th place between Alex Nalen and Rick Young. I don't know if Rick's got anything left in the tank from that H main.
Yeah, so it's definitely getting intense back up at the front. Trey Osborne goes purple, 7.454. Where are our leaders running up on lap time? Oh, and they wipe out right for the leader.
Red flag.
TNT, we know drama, red flag flies. Yeah, I agree. Trey Osborne, you're going to bring him around for another start here. Green flag in the air. We're racing here in the G main event. It's going to be Jason Myers, the birthday boy, getting a little physical as he's up to 2nd now. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go, brought to you by Fatheads Eyewear as they come out of the final quarter. Checkered flag waves. Trey Osborne gets the job done.
Lick the stamp and send it, and Trey, here you are moving on once again.
Yeah, well, I took my anti-suck medication this morning, but it didn't kick in until that main.
And on the last row, the 8 of Joseph Vallone, and the transfer of Trey Osborne. And we're green here, Tony.
So green flag has flown already, and Hot Dog Man is on a roll, you could say, as he's jumped out to the early race lead, and he's got a comfortable margin already over the 99 of Greg Slover. Oh, they're already getting a little physical like an 80s music workout video at the back, Jake. Well, we're just glad you're here.
Well, thanks, Tony.
Rick Young, as the green flag flies back in the air, Austin Wenrich. Man, Jake, that boy could block a storm, as we've got one driver sideways in 1 and 2.
Oh, we got them all racked up at the start-finish line here, Tony. We about to lose the flagman. We're going to go red here. Jason Burgess is none too happy.
You don't get Jason Burgess's white pants even close to dirty.
No.
That's not cool. His wife's spending her free time at home watching this stuff. The Young family has awful priorities. Let's go back to green flag racing as Wenrich brings him down into corner number 1, and he's getting his rear bumper beat off, but it's hard to stop a train, and Wenrich is rolling right now.
I'll tell you what, Austin is rolling pretty good, but don't look now. Got the old 00 of John O'Keefe is close in touch, but Copenhagen, the old green Mohawk, Greg Slover coming in. Slide job from Joseph Vallone. We got a tight contested battle here. Cross flags, we're halfway.
I'll tell you what, Austin Wenrich has finally found his way into the dance club, Jake, and he's found his groove because he's hitting his marks right now.
I'll tell you what, we thought originally it was KT's helmet that was powering him to his victories. He had his helmet here, he made the switch, and I'll tell you what, he is rolling. He's got that extra mechanical grip. He's looking good out there tonight.
Now everybody has pretty much sorted themselves out. It's a little bit more single file style racing right now. One guy that we saw right up at the front early on after the original green flag was Greg Slover in the 99, but Slover's in danger of getting put a lap down. Luckily for him, he's not going to have enough time as Wenrich gets congratulations from his boss man, KTJ. Wenrich is going to win the F main.
All right, Footlong man, talk to us about that one.
Well, I'm just getting some tips here from my my real driver. I got a long ways to go. I mean, where are we at now? The E-Main? So I got, what, 5 races to go?
Yeah, I think it's the E-Main coming up. Is that right?
Yeah, it's the E-Main coming up
So
next.
two guys are going to advance from this one. You think he got enough to get up there and battle with guys like Jason McDougall?
Well, now that you're starting in the back here, it's about patience, but I'm just going to concentrate and do a little bump and grind and maybe. But I'm hungry, so Johnsonville is calling my name.
And then it's Hot Dog Man, your F main event winner, Austin Wenrich in 6th. Field comes out of the final corner, green flag in the air. We are racing. It's the 21 of Britton Marvel getting out to an early lead as they're coming after him like gangbusters out of the second corner. Jake Brown 1 lap in, Britton Marvel's your leader.
Tell you what, Britton Marvel had a tough heat race. He's found the wall many times, but we got a close battle here for a second. Gerline with the upper hand over the 51 of Chase Austin, but don't look now. AJ Hopkins in that Herget Realty car. He's rolling here, and he's in 3rd. Let's see if anything's got anything for Britton Marvel here. We're 3 wide. Hot dogs in the middle of the bun.
McDougall just got 2 for the price of 1. And there's a good thing there's no sign at Speedway Indoor Karting that says you must be this tall to ride this ride, because McDougall just took it for a ride. 2 for the price of 1. McDougall goes from 6th up to 4th, halfway home, Jake Brown.
Cross flags, Britton Marvel out to about a straightaway lead here over Jeff Gerline. AJ Hopkins in 3rd, McDougall 4th. We got Chase Austin in 5th, and Hot Dog rounding out your field here. Britton Marvel looks like he's got this one in the bag, Tony. Do we have anybody that can give him a run?
I don't know. Trey Osborne just went purple. He's the quickest driver on the track with a 7.530. They're all getting knocked sideways out there on the track. Wenrich gives them the thumbs down as they're just letting her eat. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go to your leader. The number 19 of Wenrich. He's out in front, but not for much longer. There's been a lead change at the line. Wow.
You had a decent start to the night. You got to start on the pole there. You won the thing. You think you have enough to keep digging?
Man, I sure hope so. I mean, this track, compared to the last few weeks, is actually kind of fun. You can almost get a run off the top of 1 or 2, so we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of laps in front of me, so hope for.
That's Britton Marvel. Now we're going to jump over here to Jeff Gerline. Gerline also moving on. Week 1, you had all the magic in the world. Is it back again here tonight?
No.
He just said no. He shook me off, said no dice, bud.
Far and abroad, we are glad you are tuning in, and we hope you're having as much fun on this Tuesday night as we are. Green flag now flies here for the D main event. Jason Setzer and Nicholas Bush, your front row. We'll see how they shuffle themselves out as they get across to complete the opening lap. They're side by side. Setzer in the number 20. Piccioni throws his hat into the ring here. Josh Piccioni, your race leader, Jake Brown, the better looking of the two Piccioni brothers, is the faster one as well.
I'll tell you what, Josh has found some skill here. I think his brother Rocky's let him in here, the GM here at SIK. We got a red flag. We got an early red. Looks like the 88 of Nicholas Bush gets rolling again. But the corner workers down here in 3 and 4 looking out for the safety of all of our drivers. Give them a thumbs up for that.
2 by 2, side by side. Jason Burgess, what do you say? Let's go racing! Green flag back in the air now as the number 66 of Rocky Piccioni brings them by.
Oh, boy!
Wow, Bryn Marvel was trying to knock down the turn 1 and 2 barrier. It didn't work. He's in third.
I'll tell you what, he tried to diamond it off turn 2 into 3, and he got spun sideways there. Oh, boy, he definitely got spun around. The 20 of Jason Setzer. He's the old fender, David Hunt on the radio. We could see some old, a penalty.
I am literally getting a headache just watching guys like Brenton Marvel and Jason McDougall slap the plastic barriers here at Speedway Indoor Karting. I'm going to need quite a few ibuprofen when tonight is done.
I'll tell you what, we still have Josh Piccioni out there in the lead, but don't look now. Jeff Gerline, as my good friend Chris Wheeler once said, is rolling here in tonight's D main. Oh, he put a fender on old Piccioni. Let's see if he can pass him.
Josh Piccioni now trying to hold off the number 10 of Timothy Screech Creech. Creech just went purple last time by 7.4. It's good, but not good enough. Checkered flag waves, and it's Josh Piccioni.
All right, Piccioni, you got to win. You're going to move on here. Going to the D main, the C main. You're going to the C main. Think you have enough to get through?
Absolutely. I'm going for that number 1 plate for next week tonight.
He's calling out Clinton Boyle, saying he's going for the number 1 plate. Tim Creech here also going to transfer on. You guys are going to start 5th and 6th. Now it gets interesting. Now we're going, I think, 15 laps.
Yeah, we'll just stay out of trouble and see what we can do, and hopefully my pink gloves will give us some good luck for tonight.
She's probably around here, got something gluten-free. I don't know, Allie, wherever you're at, Big Al, tip of the hat to you, and we're green here, Tony.
Green flag in the air now as the 36 of Cody Johnson jumps out to the early race lead. Tucker Klossmeyer in the 55 comes right along with him, and there's a big old pile up on the road course. Thank God we're not racing over there.
I'll tell you what, David Hunt, don't turn around now.
Yeah, I have never seen a wreck that bad on the road course here at SIK, but we're back to live action here on the slick track, which is what all the cool kids are doing, racing the roundy round. Up front, Cody Johnson, your quickest driver on the track, 7.512. Tucker Klossmeyer, the USAC standout, driving for the United States Auto Club tonight in the number 55 in second. Josh Piccioni third, O'Keefe fourth. Markle now up to P4 as Timothy Creech and he leapfrog O'Keefe.
Cody Johnson's got a pretty easy lead here, but it looks like Tucker Klossmeyer and Josh Piccioni, two of the hardest last names to pronounce here tonight, Tony. They're going to battle it out for the final transfer to tonight's B main. Piccioni's hot on his tail. Tucker just hit the wall. Let's see if Josh can run him down.
Boy, that must be Josh Piccioni right there working on Klossmeyer, and it is as they run down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Piccioni really working on the back bumper of Klossmeyer, but Klossmeyer turns in so early and really gets that kart to slide through the corner, and that's picking him up a lot of ground. But now it's Colin Markle, Jake, your quickest driver on the track, 7.2.
Tell you what, I think Markle's a little bit too late. We got 2 to go for Cody Johnson, your leader. Looks like Tucker Klossmeyer and Josh Piccioni makes a small mistake. Allows Klossmeyer to get a car length advantage here. White flag for the number 36, Cody Johnson. Tucker Klossmeyer in second. Colin Markle looks like he's going to grab that third spot from Piccioni, and checkered flag is out.
So Cody Johnson, he looks like he's been rode hard, put up wet, man. You're hanging your head. You're young, you're in shape. What's wrong?
I'm having a good time out here.
I can't really say anything other than this terrible looking mustache. You think that's been good luck charm?
I think so. I've been growing it out all week.
He said he's had a good week with that. Now we're going to go find Tucker Klossmeyer here, the pride of Paola, Kansas. So Tucker, you got there on the start, then it started to heat up. You had some pressure on the back bumper by Puccini, but after about the halfway point, you looked like you settled down and were able to drive away a little bit. How's the race car?
It's pretty solid once I get going. Struggling a little bit coming out of 2 probably. Gonna get spun out, but we'll see what happens.
And our 2 transfers, we have the Cody Johnson and Tucker Klossmeyer, and we're green here, Tony, for tonight's B main.
Kevin Thomas Jr. jumping out to an early race lead here. Good job by that young man out of Cullman, Alabama. Alabama, what am I thinking? It's Alabama.
Alabama.
Now, KTJ out in front here. Isaac Johnson, Tucker Klossmeyer, Paul Bunyan, all trying to run him down. But boy, Jake, KTJ is just out there rolling right now.
I'll tell you what, Kevin Thomas Jr. talked to his Ford out there. He is destined to pick up this win. He wants to make it back in tonight's A main. Tucker Klossmeyer from the transfer to the C main's looking good. And we got Paul Bunyan. We got Mike McKinney turned around. Just about to say Paul Bunyan there on the measuring straps. Sure hope he doesn't wear those on a first date, but he's rolling pretty good tonight. And Kevin Thomas Jr. takes the green flag. Here we go. Kevin Thomas out to the early lead. Tucker Klossmeyer falls in second. And we got them all beat up back here. The 36 of Cody Johnson holds third for a second. It's too close to call here for third through 6th. Kevin Thomas Jr., though, still on that lead. Tucker Klossmeyer in the second and final transfer. Paul Bunyan, the old suspenders are coming off. Let's see if he can make a run here in the Swindell Speedlab number 39. Mike McKinney drives into it and turns Bunyan around. I'll tell you what, the 3 of them, they've been struggling all night. I think Paul's going to take the old suspenders off. Mike's got gloves on. I've seen Mike fight. It's usually a quick fight, not halfway yet. Jason Burgess looks him up, and green flag. Kevin Thomas Jr. into turn 1. Tony, take it away.
KTJ leads them down the back straightaway just like any other day. That rhymes a little bit if you don't think about it. But the driver from Cullman, Alabama has got those biceps flexing, and it's not a weird flex. It's a great flex because he's driving away with the B main race lead. And Jake, as you pointed out several times already, it's the winner and the second place finisher of this B main that's on track right now that advanced to the A main. Tucker Klossmeyer running second. Kevin Thomas Jr., your race leader. They would be the final 2 carts to make it in to tonight's A main event. Meanwhile, behind them, Mike McKinney, the young man that sometimes works at Bell Racing USA, trying to get his way into the A main event. Does he have anything for the leaders?
I'll tell you what, Mike is starting to run him down here. Mike's about half a tenth off of the 7.347 time that Kevin Thomas is laying down. Kevin's going to be running into the lap traffic car of Paul Bunyan here. I think Mike's going to be able to have some for the old double nickel Tucker Klossmeyer before the end of this.
Kevin Thomas Jr. goes purple, quickest driver on the track with a 7.283 second lap time. Tucker Klossmeyer runs behind KTJ. They see the sticks, now the white flag. 1 lap to go, folks. This will set the starting grid for tonight's A main event. KTJ waves, says, somebody come catch me. Finally, KTJ connects the dots. It's time to go A main event racing. Seavey on the inside, Howard on the inside. Jones and Boyles, row number 2. KTJ and Tucker Klossmeyer, the third and final row. Folks, strap in. It's time to go A main event racing here at SIK. Seavey gets a big shove from Chase Jones in the inside of row number 2. Chase Jones puts one driver up to the outside wall, and Chase Jones catapults into the race lead. Now it's KTJ as he pulls the tear off and holds in front of their faces. KTJ says thank you next as he's back to second now. It's Logan Seavey, the off-pole starter. KTJ's throwing slide job after slide job on him. Jake, no one wants to lead this race.
I'll tell you what, Kevin Thomas Jr. did that to Justin Grant the other night. He ended up on the cage. I don't know how well it's going to look for him here. Slide job. Kevin Thomas Jr. takes the lead back from Quentin Boyles. Boyles back, returns the favor. We are 3 wide going to 3 and 4 here. Oh my, what a barn burner we have.
KTJ is just trying to keep Clinton Boyles behind him. Clinton Boyles just went from the high side to the low side. Boyles is out there slicing and dicing with his knees in the breeze.
I'll tell you what, Logan Seavey goes purple here on the chart, 7.767. The fastest driver here in tonight's A main. He is up from the pole to the back up to third. Wow, Tony, this is a race.
As Big Al calls him, Little Tuck Tucks in second as he tries to reel in KTJ. Now it's Little Tuck Tuck to the lead. Little Tuck Tuck's your new leader. KTJ in second. In third place, it's Chase Jones. Pole sitter Logan Seavey in fourth. Championship point leader Clinton Boyles finds himself way down in the basement in the fifth position. And in sixth, it's Jared Howerton. Now it's new race leader Chase Jones. KTJ back to the front. Jacob.
Clinton Boyles slides. Oh my, he left him short. Logan Seavey takes over the win. Chase Lake Day Jones takes it back. Wow, Tony, I don't even know why we're calling who's in the lead because it changes every corner. Chase Jones lost another plate. Oh, Kevin Thomas Jr. is backwards, and we are red flag. We got somebody backwards here. What do we got? We're still green here. Looks like we're still racing. Clinton Boyles, Jared Howerton, Tucker Klossmeyer, Logan Seavey, Chase Jones, and Kevin Thomas Jr. rounding out the field now.
KTJ just sat backwards, facing the crowd for so long. I have no idea how many laps down he is here in weeks 4 and 5. Leads him back to the green flag. Jake Brown, let's get it on.
There we go. We're green flag. Tucker Klossmeyer jumps the start here. Clinton Boyles tries to throw the slider. Tuck Tech says, I don't think so. He throws her back. Tucker Klossmeyer leads lap 1 of the stage. Logan Seavey, oh my, we are 4 wide down the backstretch. Wow, we're tearing some carts up here.
Logan Seavey is going to be one sore little boy tomorrow morning. Kevin Thomas Jr. driving out to a early stage lead. Let's see, what do we got right here? That looks like Chase Jones making a high side ripper going around the outside as he takes over the race lead. But right there, Jared Howerton says not for long, and they continue to swap that top spot. KTJ rolling into second now, Jake.
Kevin Thomas Jr. is up to second on the track, but scoring still has, oh, they gave him his lap back. Kevin Thomas Jr. is indeed second. He throws a slider on Chase Jones. Kevin Thomas Jr. is your new leader.
Oh my goodness, KTJ takes the race lead and Tucker Klossmeyer becomes the meat in a very physical sandwich. Jake Brown, what do you got?
We got Jerry Wilson of Speedtown Comfort, our title sponsor. Jerry, what do you think about this?
This is what we pay for right here. This is what you come to see. These guys are good at this, they're having fun, and they're tearing it up out here, baby.
Amen, and Jerry, big thank you for all you do for us. Tony, how's it looking out there?
It's looking physical as Clinton Boyles, your championship point leader, wears that red number 1 into the front, but now he gets slotted back into second. KTJ had the lead, but only for a moment. Now it's Chase Jones proving that you don't need leg day to be a fast race car
Exactly.
driver.
Clinton Boyles looking back to take over the lead. Chase Jones looking the inside. Jason Burgess has the flags, which means we're nearing the end of stage 2. Kevin Thomas Jr. in the lead, Boyles second, Chase Jones third. Boyles leads the lap. Chase Jones slides him back. Kevin Thomas Jr. on the inside. Here we go, the end of the stage. Chase Jones picks up the stage win. He'll get that extra championship point.
In 20 short laps, folks, get ready, strap in, green flag in the air, we're racing here at SIK. Chase Jones uses that inside line to get out to the race lead. Clinton Boyles goes from third, now he fights for second with KTJ. Boyles now into the second position, but he's got Logan Seavey all over his back bumper. Jake Seavey to the inside in 3.
Logan Seavey looking to the inside of Clinton Boyles, but Chase Jones is loving what he is seeing in the fake rearview mirror. He has pulled out to nearly a straightaway lead here, as Clinton Boyles is going to try to go 3 straight and run him down. Kevin Thomas Jr. has got the booster seat. He's up on the wheel. I think he's going to be able to run him down, though.
Clinton Boyles is riding the elevator. He can put that cart up high, he can pull it way down low, and he can pass wherever he wants to out on the track. Meanwhile, Chase Jones, your race leader, quickest cart on the track, 7.328. Boyles, your championship point leader, has gotten around for second place. He now has the pride of Coleman, Alabama. KTJ hot on his bumper. Logan Seavey, your pole sitter, runs in 4th. In the 5th position, it's Howerton, and Little Tuck Tuck runs in 6th.
Kevin Thomas Jr. gives a little nudge to the 98 of Clinton Boyles. Boyles returns the favor. Let's see who comes out on top here. Boyles back on the inside. Kevin Thomas. Oh, Boyles gets turned. Boyles gets turned. We're going to go red flag.
Plot twist.
Red. Oh, my. We got one in turn 2. We got one in turn 4. Tony?
It's a plot twist.
Plot twist.
Don't count Clinton Boyles out. Green flag back in the air. We're racing. As Jones holds on to that bottom line, that boy could block a storm when he gets out in front. Kevin Thomas Jr. is that storm. Thomas Jr. shoehorns his way into the race lead, and then he shows him the hip as they roll through the back straightaway. KTJ out to the lead. Only 7 laps to go. 6 when they get to the line. KTJ is your leader. CV in second. Jones third. Boyles from 6th up to 4th. Howard's in 5th. Tuck's in 6th.
Tell you what, we got Hot Dog, Austin Winters there in turn 1, getting ready to do the victory lane banner. He's giving the old wave here to Kevin Thomas Jr. Kevin Thomas Jr. is out to a 1.8 second lead. I don't know if the 17 of Chase Jones has anything for him. The pride of Coleman, Alabama is going to take tonight day main, Tony.
Boy, coming up on only 2 laps to go, Kevin Thomas Jr. has got a lead a country mile wide, but Clinton Boyles has worked his way into second. It's a hornet's nest right there. They're not going to have anything for race leader Kevin Thomas Jr. He's got a lead that just won't quit. Down the back straightaway, into 3 and 4. It's his first win at SIK. It's going to be a special one for KTJ.
So, KT, I was FaceTiming with your dad because he's old and doesn't have Facebook. Let's go this way. They're the last 6 or 7 laps. He was so pumped, man. He's up in North Dakota. You could hear the whole state rumbling. Talk to us about your drive.
Well, he was forgetting that his kid could actually win a race. And then, I'm glad we did this because Blade Currents can get off my ass now on Twitter. And everything was good. It was a good night. Everybody raced really clean, and it was fun. And, the track's really good. So hats off to SIK for letting us do this and you guys for putting it on. So it was a lot of fun. I know everybody wants some cheesy interview, but this is actually pretty cool that that they do that. And you got Jerry over there with his phone out, looking like an old guy, looking like what kind of phone is that? Is that a potato phone? And it's just cool people doing that. And then you got Rick and Jeff over there that come and race and support this. So it's pretty fun to have all kinds of people here and throwing in a little bit of money so we can come act like idiots.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner here for night number 6. Kevin Thomas Jr. Let's time to see who ran second. And that will be out of Indianapolis, Indiana. He was an early leader, Chase Jones in the 17. Now, Chase, you had a pretty good run going there, and then the red came out.
Yeah, that was the last thing I wanted right there because I knew I had a pretty good gap, and I knew the line that I was running that they wouldn't be able to get by me or catch me. So that kind of hurt me there, but that last restart really did hurt, and it was fun to come home second, and that second stage was a lot of fun. So we'll try again next week.
And now your third place finisher. Pretty sure he's going to hold the red number 1 plate for another week. Clinton Boyles, you're yet to finish off the podium here in TNT Racing.
I think it's just a lot of luck. The guys back at the shop do really good, working all week to give me a good car. I can't thank Tim Walker really enough for supporting us and giving us everything we need to be really fast week in and week out. Thank you to Tailtech Investments, Rockwell Security, Rams Racing, all those guys for supporting this whole event. Thank you Speed Town Covering Heating for making sure it happens, and really looking forward to next week.